Hello everyone, it is Crazy Crafter once again. I am back, and we got Minecraft. A little mod pack that I made. Primarily the focus of hopefully the series is going to be a single mod that I recently discovered and have really gotten into, called Primal Magick. I'm just gonna make this world name it recording because why not? Yeah, survival, normal commands. But yeah, sorry I haven't been recording in a while or doing anything, just I've been out of it. However, I recently found this mod and decided, hey, I feel like recording this. There's a few other mods in here, quite a few, but I figured, but the primary focus is this one because this is the one that's been getting my attention. Huh. Yeah, screw it, jump. Ow. Okay, let's go ahead and just start off, get some wood. Yeah, that's gonna take too long. Let's just, here we go, small tree. Drop this one down. I'm gonna make an axe and then I'll start working on the other one. Alright, let's see. I've got, like I said, I've got a custom mod pack. If I end up thinking about it, or especially if I end up finding an easy way, but mostly if I end up thinking about it, I might end up putting the mod pack in the, or a link to the mod pack or something in the description. And I doubt anyone's going to be too interested in playing along with me, but still, just I figure it doesn't hurt to do. In case anyone ends up getting interested in the mod, or the mod in specific, or really any mods in here, or especially the combination I've set up. I've done a little bit of playing around in Primal Magick. Well, I say a little bit. I've done a decent bit. However, I haven't gotten all the way through, and there's still a good bit for me to figure out. Which I decided I wanted to figure out on recording. And there we go. That is more than enough wood to start me off. There we go. Pick up the crafting table. And Tundra, good biome, especially with being mega taiga, technically, with all these big trees, but I'm thinking I kind of want to find another, or a little, kind of want to build my base somewhere not taiga. We'll see what the surrounding area looks like. Alright, pretty nice ravine. If I end up building my base in this area, I'm definitely going to go for that. But at the very least, I know there is a specific structure that I want to build here. That's part of the Primal Magick mod. It's essentially what you need to start out. Pick up some mushrooms, just for the sake of it. Oh, sugarcane. Building by a river is not a bad idea. You're gonna ignore all those recipes. Especially with JEI, I don't really use the recipe book at all. Oh, sweet berries, nice. I'm just gonna pick all of these up. Honestly, this we seem to be mostly taiga, which it works. Again, really, as long as I just got the structure that I'm looking for, I'll be happy. I'll probably end up having to set up a little encampment if it continues being difficult to find. But again, we'll figure it out. Actually, you know what? I might just hop on that river. Nah, we'll check out the oak, or the oak forest I'm seeing over here. Oh, carrots, nice. As you can probably tell, we've got Farmer's Delight. It's a mod that, honestly, the food is just really nice. It's a bit more than a quality of life mod, but in my heart, it is a quality of life mod that I don't want to play with that if I don't have to. Oh, honestly, this plains would be nice. Got a nice little river here, big flat area. Let me go ahead and kill some sheep so I can make a bed. At least until I've got a base set up, I don't want to get caught out at night. And we also have mystical agriculture. I'm not sure how much I'll be using it, but I don't want to do too much resource grinding, which will especially be shown by another one of the mods I've gotten here that I'll just wait till it comes up to show you. Oh, right over there. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is like the ideal. The mega taiga's over there if I want to get some big spruce trees. Otherwise, alternatively, I've got enough spruce saplings. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, I think this... See, yeah, right over here, I think is where I'm going to set up. I think I do want to have mostly use big trees for my wood supply, because they take a bit longer to cut down, but especially with the tree chop mod I've got, I mean, you saw how much wood that got me. Oh, and there's a swamp over there for slime balls. They're not something that I think is used too much in this mod, but I've also got create. Again, I don't plan on going too hard into it, but I don't feel like doing a bunch of grinding for a lot of things. Alright. Start out, honestly, with a little spruce cabin, I'm thinking. With all this wood, I might go for a bit of a log cabin, really. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go with a nice 7 by 7 interior. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll add on windows later. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go. Oh, better idea. I think I'm gonna go logs, planks with windows, logs. And then start working on roof. Let's go ahead and just real quick, while the sun sets, let's go actually visit the shrine. Peculiar energy cozy air in the shrine, and you're not sure what to make of it. Perhaps some sleep will grant inspiration. Anyone who knows Thaumcraft knows that is very close to the start of, or very close to how you start Thaumcraft. Only instead of visiting a structure, you pick up a gemstone. Honestly, I kind of prefer that to the version of Thaumcraft that I'm well acquainted with. You awaken with a start from a particularly vivid dream. You manage to write it down before it fades from your memory. And I'll read the book once I'm finished setting up my cabin. And I definitely do not plan on this cabin being, like, the bulk of my base. I figure it's just a nice little, house-like thing. The server, whether it's relevant to viewers, but again, we'll see in time. We'll go ahead and make a... I've been tired the past few days, okay? Don't judge me. Honestly, I currently have no clue what of this is going to be left in and what's going to be cut out. Probably depends on mostly how big or how long the video is and how long I decide I want to cut it down to. At the moment, I'm probably going to be recording for, well, I'm guessing another 20 minutes. We'll see. I might end up getting a bit sucked in. I might end up having to take a break for dinner and then come back afterwards. Another benefit of recording it. And I'm currently thinking I want the videos to be roughly 20 to 30 minutes at the end. We'll see. There's a whole lot of unknowns that I need to figure out. But one thing I do know is it's time to get mining. See, I think I'm just gonna go with, you know what? I think I might just go with a quarry mine. We'll start out with this, we'll start out with a standard mine shaft. Yeah, we'll start right here and then we'll just turn it into a quarry later. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just noticed I've got a lot of Discord notifications. I might end up having to go take a break to eat sooner than I thought. There's not. I mean, it's past 5 already. There's nothing wrong with eating now. I know I'm probably gonna need 2 shovels for this. Yeah. Let's see. Should probably go ahead and just pushing the river back a little. glad that's a single block source. Aquifers are my greatest nemesis when I'm making a quarry mine, because I have to block off every block of water. Oh, it's nighttime. I should probably... Yeah, I should probably go deal with that. Especially with a house planned to have windows and no windows. Skeletons are going to be a pain. I don't think I'm even going to be able to sleep because they're here. Oh. Let's sleep, 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 sleep. Woo! Burn, baby, burn. You too, zombie. Start burning. Gotcha. Alright. Let's just eat these sweet berries. And I got enough cobblestone to make a good bit of cobblestone tools. I think I should start working on the farm. What do you guys think? Hit and run. That is the best way to deal with creepers in the modern era. Yeah, especially with these bones. Alright. Let's go ahead and just grab a quick chest. Alright. I think I'm gonna hold off on making a sword. I'll just store these. But yeah, I'll see how I like the look of these ones being stripped. I'll definitely figure it out as time goes on. Oh, right. Farming. Right over here is a good spot. Alright. Go ahead and plant these. A good basis, because I definitely want to at some point make an animal farm. Probably going to be cows. I definitely want to set up a chicken coop, but honestly, it's probably going to end up looking less like a coop and more like an industrial chicken farm. Did not mean to. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And we'll just, for now, go all in on carrots. If I had potatoes, I would do potatoes, but I don't have potatoes. Alright. You know what? Let's go ahead and just look at this. I dreamed of the shrine last night. The same strange energy still permeated the air, but this time I knew the word for it. Magic, with a K. As if the word unlocked something in my mind, I knew what to do. In the dream, I dug beneath the base of the shrine and found stone laced with a curious dust. Sensing more magic within it, I took a handful of the dust and rubbed it onto an ordinary stick. So imbued, the stick became something more. In the dream, I took it and waved it at a bookcase. The dream ended before I could see what resulted, but I feel like it would have been something wondrous. I feel like this could be a key to something amazing, if I just have the courage to take that first step. Again, very Thaumcrafty, and I like it. You know what, let me go ahead and make another shovel. Because I get the feeling this one's going to break very soon. Yeah. Oh, pumpkins. Well, right now I've got a mission, but yeah. You know, I'm just gonna gather all of this stuff. I know that there's more than that. Especially, like I said, I've played this before, and especially Earth. I mean, I'm not gonna need a whole lot of this. Alright, yeah, I know there's definitely more, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Oh yeah, sugarcane. I'm just gonna let you guys know now. This mod has theory crafting very similar to Thaumcraft. I know there's a whole lot similar to Thaumcraft. I'm pretty sure in the mod description the guy was like, "Yeah, I was very inspired by Thaumcraft," which valid. If I had the mental determination to figure out how to make Minecraft mods, I probably would make something like Thaumcraft. Because my heart is sad that it ends in 1.12. Luckily, I did hear that there is a team working on an updated version, which I am very excited for, but we don't have that yet. Wait. Oh, I completely missed that. Right, yeah, I already know what that is. We'll visit there later. But that is a nice thing to have close by. There we go. Alright, so I take this extra stick and mundane wand. Now I'm gonna need to wave it by a bookcase, which means I need leather. And hopefully by the time I'm done hunting for leather, that sugarcane will have grown. I think I'm going to leave those two cows, because I do want to pick up a breeding pair later. But at the very least, come on, I want one more leather. Dog. Oh, I'm wishing I hadn't turned all my bones into bone meal, because I want the dogs. They're good boys. And that is my alarm to go eat. So, you know, let me get back to the base. I'm easy in real life, though I do get to eat in game. So let me get back to base, and then I will stop recording, or I'll close out the world, stop recording, and then I'll hop back in the world in a little bit after I have filled my real life stomach. I hear you, zombie. Thanks for letting me know there's a cave down there. And get it later. There we go. And yeah, go ahead and save and quit. And I will be back soon. Alright, yeah, I'm back. Back, everyone. Alright, let's see. Now, I know this was just not even a few seconds, probably, for you guys, but for me, it's been like 30 minutes. What was I doing? Okay, let me go and sleep. Oh, right, bookshelf. Right. Need more sugarcane, though. Though, yeah, the sun is setting. I should sleep. Come on, Graz. There we go. Bookshelf. So yeah, that's 7 sugarcane there. I'm gonna need 2 more. None of mine's grown yet, so I'm probably gonna need to head over to the swamp. Oh, right over there works. Perfect. Honestly, looking at it, unless that hill goes for very far, that's a pretty small swamp. But this is plenty of sugarcane. Oh, yeah, if we take a look over here, you can see ore crystals. Pretty much every vanilla ore and some modded ones, including zinc apparently, will grow these little ore crystals, and I can harvest them for a single piece of ore when they're fully grown. It's actually pretty cool. And if I, hey, for like that zinc, I can just leave that there, and I've got infinite zinc. I had extra sugarcane in here. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I could get just infinite zinc. It'll take a while, and I've got to do it manually because they grow in stages. So I can't just do what you do with like pumpkins. And I highly doubt that the create mod had harvesters would work on that. Only the drills, which again, they'll break it too early. So it would entirely be a manual thing, but still, I get Silk Touch, which is actually pretty easy once you start getting into magic breaking. And I can get a whole lot of ores just sitting there. And that saves me from a whole lot of grinding. Okay, let's go to the bookshelf and wave this magic wand. Ta-da! Alright. Let's get reading voice ready. What an incredible book. While largely blank, it seems to contain more pages than can conceivably fit in its slim binding. Plus, it generates its own updating index as I write in it. This will make a perfect volume in which to record my progress in magical studies. Note, however, that I said largely blank. Sometimes when I flip randomly through its pages, I find one covered in strange notes and diagrams. A page that seems to disappear once I turn past it. I can't understand most of their contents, but I can eke out a few hints of how to proceed in my studies, like a trail of breadcrumbs leading me to vast knowledge. So far, the first thing I've learned is that the strange dust I found under the shrine is called essence, and that is a physical manifestation of magical energy called mana. The magical arts rely heavily on essence and mana, so I should be prepared to seek out as much as I can. The second thing I've learned, after much frustration, is that magical crafting requires techniques and frequently infusions of mana that are beyond the capacity of a normal crafting table. I'll need to devise a new type of workbench if I'm to progress further, but curiously, the grimoire gives no suggestion as to how I might do that. Perhaps it's a test of sorts. I wonder, waving a wand at a bookshelf was enough to give me this grimoire. Maybe waving it at a crafting table will get me what I need a second time. I must make an arcane workbench. Now, I could wave it at this crafting table, which actually, let me just... the bed should be centered. There we go. We'll just put the crafting table right here for now. But I want to make a separate building for magical studies. And honestly, what kind of wizard would I be if I didn't build a tower? I mean, just seriously. But for that, I'm definitely going to need a whole lot more cobblestone. Although, I don't exactly want... Think about it. I don't want to make a tower out of cobblestone. I'm going to go a bit further than I should. Stone bricks. Let's go ahead and chop this down, though, because I'm going to need a whole lot of charcoal. There we go. One big tree taken down, with a few more saplings to take its place. And that's a whole lot of logs to turn into a whole lot of charcoal. I'll go ahead and just set up a little bit of a start of charcoal production. And then, yeah, this way it'll be more evenly distributed. Or more, I'm not wasting any charcoal energy. And we'll go ahead and just throw in that stack of logs. I'll throw that there for now. And we're gonna go to what is probably going to be largely cut or sped forwards or whatever I did last time, and quarry for a whole lot more cobble. I realize I'm running into a bigger problem than just I feel like I need to fill the silence. I think I'm gonna want to have to slow down for each bit, which honestly we'll see if I even slow this part down. But I now have the campfire song playing in my head on repeat. I get the feeling this is going to take like 10-15 minutes minimum. Probably more. And I don't want the campfire song playing in my head on repeat for 15 minutes. Like I said, aquifers, bane of my existence when I'm doing this. The worst part is, now I'm really thinking editing Kraz is going to want to slow down for that part, just for like that portion with the water, because it'll break up the speed eating through. So again, I might just cut this cut it out all out instead of speeding through. I have no idea what I'm going to be feeling like doing when I'm editing in who knows how long. You know what, editing credits, if you could leave a timestamp for when this was recorded, I'll go ahead and help you out. 6:08 p.m. September 2nd, 2025. if you wouldn't mind just putting on screen for me what day, like what the time and day is at the time of you editing this, because I'm curious. Of course, assuming you even decide to include all this. If you don't, if you don't just randomly um, have like, hey, by the way, this was, yeah, don't do that, please. At the same time, if you do, I'm not sure what I'll be able to do to punish you. I am past Kraz, not future Kraz. The only thing that past Kraz is really does to impact future Kraz at the moment is I have a hard time falling asleep. Unlike my character in game, which so glad that he doesn't have as many problems as I do. And just for the record, the campfire song is still playing in the background. Honestly, I just had a thought that I don't think I'd be able to go through with it because of copyright stuff. I don't feel like, hey, messing with it, any of that. But I just had the thought of what if editing Crash just like puts a very low audio version of the campfire or song that goes like at the pace that the video was recorded, but with the speed up. Because this speed up's probably going to be like 60 times or something. Probably faster, really. Ooh, lapis. And it's in the wall, so I can leave it exposed for the for the, what's it called? The ore crystals. Or at least most of it. My rule is I'm not going to go out of the way, or out of my way to preserve stuff, but it was just huh. That's going to be fun to tunnel into. Aquifers are the bane of this thing's existence. Caves aren't as bad, but they still are a bit of a pain sometimes. You know what? I'm down to one pickaxe and it's half broken. I think I might just commit to how much I've mined. Because yeah, this is going to be more than enough. Way more than enough. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole stacks. 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna make 6 furnaces. I know it's still gonna take forever, but You know what? Nah, I'm just gonna go with. I'm just gonna cook 3 stacks for now. I'm not gonna cook all of it just yet, but I'm gonna cook 3 stacks because that should be more than enough for at least the walls of the first floor. All right. Really, no, I don't. I'm only cooking 3 stacks so I can split this all up. And let's go ahead and just take this and turn it into planks, make another crafting table. And yeah, right here can be the site of the tower. Well, honestly, actually, yeah, we'll go right here is the center. You know what? Let me go ahead and just. I'm not going to be able to make too much use of the fact that I'm doing this yet, but go ahead and do that. I should probably do it for the mine too. I love how much durability the knives seem to have. Even the flint ones take a whole lot before they start breaking. Which reminds me, let me go ahead and just, while that's cooking, let me go ahead and plant some pumpkin seeds. Alright, yeah, I'll hold off on the harvest for now. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll make a stack of stone bricks. And also, finally, let's make some doors. Okay, let's see. And mundane wand. Do your magic. Ta-da! Complete. Wow, that actually worked. I now have have access to an arcane workbench, sufficient for my magical crafting needs. Now I just need some mana for my wand, but how to get it? Maybe the shrines hold the answer. I should visit one again with my wand in hand. Whatever I do, I should be prepared to harvest more mana than I think I'll need, as the grimoire indicates that a mundane wand like this is an inefficient conductor of it. Mana siphon from fonts. Yeah. See, looking at the recording, it's about an hour. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording here and then start another episode. And then I'll just edit them so that they come out a bit later. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end this episode here. I hope everyone has enjoyed. If so, find a way to let me know. If not, again, find a way to let me know. That way I can do better. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!